Hi, and welcome to this short tutorial, which we'll go through the process of programming a personalized Genie protocol for you. The Genie is a tool and user interface with which you're able to activate your body's own innate capacity to regenerate and balance itself in a highly focused and efficient way. Now, before beginning, you should know, number one, what you want to heal or work on, and number two, you should know what you want to accomplish with this process. The Genie activates the specific healing potentials that are already present in your body, and these can be immensely powerful and helpful in your healing process. You can use it for recovery from physical injuries, aches and pains, many illnesses and diseases, emotional problems, and disturbing mental patterns. So let's begin. For the sake of this video, I'm going to invent a reason why I'd be using the Genie. And in this case, I'll choose lower back pain. Now, it's one of the most common problems people have and one of the most common reasons for discomfort and the inability to enjoy life fully. So I'll choose that for now. But remember, the Genie's also highly efficient with issues that have an emotional component or trigger, such as anxiety, panic attacks, anger, frustration, fear, and depression. But in this case, we'll go with lower back pain. So, now is the time to focus. You are taking the responsibility of your healing process into your own hands, so be very clear again as to what you want to work on and what you want to achieve. The first question, which aspect of your body or your experience is the issue most related to? It invites you to reflect a little bit more clearly on what kind of an issue you're about to tackle. If you don't know whether your issue is mostly physical, emotional, or perhaps energetic, or a mental pattern, just select I don't know. Now, in our hypothetical case, the feeling is physical, so there's a lower back pain. But I have a suspicion the back pain is related to an emotional issue because, let's say, my back pain flares up when I get angry, for instance. So in this case, I'll choose I don't know because the problem could be on many levels, and I really don't know where the problem is. I just know that there's that symptom, and I know that the anger flares it up. Question number 2, which of the following categories describes your issue? Again, here the problem is being further defined, and that way your intention becomes clearer and clearer as you begin to create a set of restraints or a focus area for your protocol. So in this case, we'll go for ache and pain. And again, if you don't find a suitable option here, you just press Other. The important thing is that in your mind, you start to know what it is you're going to be treating. So, number 3, where in or on your body can you feel the issue? Most issues you'll feel in some way or another. It's good to identify and thus make the sensation of our problem more conscious. And that way we can begin noticing it when it gets triggered and perhaps begin to avoid certain behaviors or foods or actions and certain company even that triggers our reaction. So in our example, I'll just write in my lower back on the right side. Be brief and specific when answering. So you're slowly but surely narrowing your focus down. Your intention is becoming clear, and that can then be translated into a simple or simpler command. Is your condition acute or chronic? Here, simply reflect on whether you have been suffering from the condition for a long time. Perhaps you've been affected by your thing for months or years, and it's grown worse over time, or perhaps it's just something that appeared last week. In the case that it's been around for a long, long time, for several months or years even, then your condition would be chronic. And if it's something that just appeared, it would be more of an acute issue. So in our hypothetical case here, I've had the problem since a few years back. So I'll choose chronic. And number 5, do you want to work on the symptom or the root cause of your problem? Now, this is the first time in the questionnaire that we will begin adding input directly that will affect your protocol. Some people when they see this question, they'll just know the level of the treatment that they want to engage in with the genie. And just generally, a treatment of symptoms is a good idea if you want to get rid of the nuisance of the condition, and you really feel that the condition isn't that deep. It's just something that popped up recently, something that's out of balance for that, and you can kind of identify that it's not been there for so long. And a root treatment is a good idea when you feel that your issue is related simply to something deeper in your system. In many cases, we just don't know whether to treat the symptom or the root, and this is where we'll skip this question, and that's what we're going to do by pressing I'm not sure. And we'll do this in our hypothetical case. Let's say that I've had the issue for a long time and it seems like a good idea to treat the root, but really I'm not sure because it feels like it might be okay just by treating the symptom. So I'm just going to put I'm not sure. So if we clearly knew and chose the level of the treatment we wanted, we will skip this one, number 6. However, if we did not know, as is our hypothetical case, then we'll proceed to intuitively choose one of the 2 images on the screen. So relax, look at the 2 images, and choose the one that you find you like more. Don't overthink it. In fact, don't think at all. Just look at the pictures and go for the one that you are drawn to most. Now in our hypothetical case, I like this one, so I'll press it. Okay, so I've pressed the second image, and that means that I have intuitively chosen to work on the symptom level. Now, if you choose to work on the symptomatic level, as I have, the treatment should be done once every 10 days. Day number 1 is the day after the treatment, and day number 10 would be the first day that you'll be able to do your second or third or whatever the next treatment will be. And if you've chosen to work on a root level, then the same thing applies, except the interval is 15 days. Using the genie more often than that does not work, as it will create instability in the body. People who start seeing quick results often ask if they can use the genie sooner, and the answer is always no, as you will be compromising your own process by creating too much movement in the energetic anatomy. The intervals are meant for integration of the energetic movement, and it's absolutely necessary. And we move on to number 8. What do you want to heal? Now, here you'll actually be programming the command line into the genie, so be brief and focused. This is where you will set the restraints and set the focus of your treatment. So in my case, the answer is, I want to heal the pain on the right side of my lower back, and that's done. It's specific, brief, and focused. So number 9, we're now entering part 2 of the programming. This is where we will begin defining the goals of our treatment. As we create our desired goals, we will do so for each area of our experience, starting with the physical body. We do this to create a clear picture and goal of what we want to achieve and what we want our experience to become. In our example, in the hypothetical example of the back pain, it's perhaps related to a feeling of stiffness, so I'll choose more mobility. And here, for the life energies or vital force, I'd like to feel more energetic. But let's say in this hypothetical case, I'd like that, but I also feel that I'm a bit jittery and I feel that something could flow a little bit better in the body. So I'm actually going to decide to press here for more peace. Again, you can only choose one of these, so we have to prioritize. And in our hypothetical case, I'm now prioritizing to choose a peaceful energy. A general tip for most people living hectic lives is that it's a good idea to create a peaceful energy flow before building joy or anything else on top of that. It's like a little bit of a pyramid, so you build the peace and the stable peace as a foundation, and on top of that, the joy will start coming in naturally. And for the emotional state, it's definitely peace. That's the goal after this hectic year. And as to the state of mind, in our hypothetical case, mental clarity is what we are looking for. And finally, we're about to complete the programming of our own protocol by describing clearly and in our own words what we want to achieve with the treatment. So we describe our primary goal as well as the specifics of our desired states. So in my case, I want to heal my back pain so I can live a normal, active life. And I want to have full physical mobility, peaceful and calm energies and emotions, and more mental clarity. So this will be my goal statement. And that's going into the protocol programming directly. And finally, we give the command for the completely personalized protocol to be created. And so finally, you'll be directed to the checkout page. You simply fill in the details, and you'll receive a link right here on the checkout page, as well as in your email. When you press on the link, a player will open in your browser. I strongly recommend that you download the file onto your device and name it according to the treatment that you've just created. This way, in case you do future treatments, the files won't get mixed up. And if you have your file on your device, of course, it'll be easier for you to use even when you're not connected to the internet. That's it. That's the end of the walkthrough. You can now just begin your Genie process, see how it works on your issue, and please give us feedback. And remember to read through the practical instructions on the website, as well as the frequently asked questions segment. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching and listening, and thank you for choosing the Genie as your self-healing modality.